So hi, my name is Kofi Kankam, one of the founders of AdmitMe and Admit Advantage, and today we're discussing cracking Wharton. Let's talk about academics just a little bit. So Wharton is a school that really prides itself on being amongst the most flexible and the most depth in terms of the curriculum, in terms of the majors, in terms of electives. It's also the most published faculty. So Wharton views itself as being more of an academic institution than a lot of other top tier business schools. So while you'll see the fact that they use cases from Harvard Business School, and Harvard Business School's cases are used throughout the country and the world, when I say publish, I mean publish in terms of industry journals. So the Wharton marketing faculty, for example, is exceptionally highly published in marketing journals. Same with the Wharton Financial Services or Finance Department, the Wharton Operations Department, the Wharton Stats Department, etc. It is a bit of an academics business school in terms of the quantitative focus. It's got a high degree of disciplinary programs, one of the highest numbers you'll see throughout the entire MBA landscape. So one of the popular joint degrees, obviously, is the JD MBA with the Penn Law School. But you also see the MBA MA at SAIS, which is at Johns Hopkins. They've got a very good Johns Hopkins MBA at Carey and JD program with Penn Law School. Healthcare management happens to be one of the most popular majors, and Wharton is typically number one or number two in healthcare management. You do see also a lot of candidates who are studying for an MBA at Wharton and getting an MPP or MPA at the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard. And you also see the Lauder program, which is somewhat similar. There's a foreign language and international component to that and requirement, but the MBA, MA Lauder is quite popular as well. So these are sort of the big programs, but there are many more. And frankly, it's the kind of school that you can come and start your MBA and say, I want to get a degree in X. I predict that soon enough, they'll probably have some kind of master's in data science or data analytics, a joint program with another school, including maybe potentially, Wharton undergrad or potentially a school like MIT. It's a kind of school where students drive the innovation. And if enough students say that they want that, Wharton will probably go out and build a partnership with one of those kinds of institutions. It's known as an exceptionally global school as well. You've got global courses that are taught at other schools, courses that focus on different parts of the world, Latin America, Africa, etc. GIP, the Global Immersion Program, is typically a program where a lot of students are involved, and they go to different countries over Christmas/holiday break, spring break, and get immersed for a week or two at a time. And there pretty much is no continent that the GIP has not happened. And GIP is the kind of thing, again, if students say that they want it, Wharton will go out and help design a curriculum with the students' input to basically create a GIP program for the next year or potentially even the next semester. Very strong exchange programs with different universities. So when I was at Wharton, we had a candidate from INSEAD in France. He was there for 2 semesters. And I had friends that were also studying overseas at LBS, at INSEAD in Singapore, at NUS Singapore as well. So they believe in that. They're trying to create global leaders, and actually adds to the mix in both ways, both when you're a candidate going to study overseas, as well as when you bring a foreign student into your sort of cohort, into your learning team. It really adds a global perspective onto the cases. And frankly, most of us were training to be global leaders. Most of us were looking at building businesses either by ourselves or as part of a bigger company that were going to touch many countries on the globe. So Wharton is very focused on that, including offering the ability to consult with clients via the global consulting practicum who are of a global nature. Wharton is very much focused on having diversity sort of in every single aspect of the school. So it's got diverse teaching methods, meaning they use the case methodology, but they also use lectures and experiential learning. They also, again, are broken up into learning team and cohorts. I spoke a little bit about cohorts, But learning teams are the 4 to 6 individuals that you are grouped with without your consent. It's not something you've got input on, but they put you in a team, and that is the team through which you tackle all your group work for your first year marketing courses. So my learning team involved me, who was an entrepreneur who'd done some telecom work and also worked at Accenture. There was a photographer. There was a gentleman from Japan who worked for Toyota. There was an accountant, and there was a French technology entrepreneur who actually runs the company App Annie, Bertrand Schmidt, who's the CEO of App Annie. And there was another woman who's actually from Ghana. So I'm Ghanaian American. She was from Ghana and she did some marketing in Ghana. So that was a 6-person learning team. Exceptionally diverse, diverse politically, diverse in terms of careers, diverse in terms of race, diverse in terms of nationality. And it really enhanced the learning as well as sort of mirrored what we were all going to face practically when we graduated. And then obviously it's got research centers around the world as well. So the academics is very structured. It is not the kind of school where you're going to be getting, for those of you who love golf, a round of golf in, every week or every other week. It is a school where you're going to think, you're going to be pushed intellectually, and you're going to develop a pretty robust skill set, which is why a lot of us decided to go there.
Admit me, never apply alone.